we will not try to reflect, not try to understand. It's all about understanding. If we're not trying to understand, then we're trying to be right. If we're trying to be right, then we're trying to self-protect. And if we're trying to self-protect, then we manipulate ourselves to meet the needs of how we actually feel deep inside. And it's usually not done in a reasonable, healthy way. The totality of this, the whole thing, is about people who are unwilling to be rejected, which is being avoidant in conflict, which is avoiding the conflict within one's own emotions. If you're going to avoid the conflict of your own emotions inside, you're going to avoid the conflict of another person's emotions outside you, because the avoidance starts from within. And we can see our pattern of how we handle that moving forwards. It's never going to really work out. It's always going to be tension. And the people who we may have a problem about, if we're not communicating that, well, that's on us, right? That's on us, number one. If we're not able to communicate that in a healthy way, that's on us too. In a healthy way, again, doesn't necessarily mean you need to be all like happy and pretty about it. You could sound angry, you could sound annoyed, right? But if you're going to allow yourself to feel in a reasonably respectful, with self-respect, then you need to do it in a respectful way. And you need to hear out another person. You need to try to understand. And it doesn't mean the other person is going to have a reasonable way of handling it themselves. But whose job is it to handle their own emotions? It doesn't mean anyone gets a get out of jail free card for acting any way they want. Because I'm not in charge of someone else. Right? Yeah, but look how you're contributing to the situation. You're not making it possible. So we have to understand, are we making the situation conducive? Are we creating an environment that's enabling, some form of communication that is done in a reasonable way where both people are contributing towards the goal would be to hear each other out and try to understand each other, not to win.